the Galileo orbiter. 8,000 years of human history in Syria have been unearthed from space by MIT and Harvard researchers. The study, published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, used satellites to image the reflectivity of the soil, which changes based on the presence of compounds called anthrasols that are left behind by decayed human wastes. The method allowed the team to track human movements, pinpoint major settlements, and even suggests that water isn't necessary for settlements to form. Ken Caldera and Nathan Mervold report in the journal Environmental Research Letters that natural gas, while a fine source of energy, is not the bridge between coal-based electricity generation and low greenhouse gas emission energy that the U.S. government suggests it is. Rather, emphasis should be placed on new technologies incorporating conservation, solar, wind, nuclear, and possibly carbon capture and storage. However, Richard York writes in Nature Climate Change that over the past 50 years, renewable resources of energy have barely kept up with increasing energy demands of the world. The results of this study suggest that to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, we will either need to reduce our energy demands or expand the adoption of alternative energy sources. Canadian oil sands are supposed to be one of the largest sources for oil on the planet, but extracting the oil from the sand is costly. A new study in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences hints that it might be even more costly than previously thought. Carbon sequestration potential of the mining sites will be drastically diminished due to the loss of existing peaty wetlands as a result of mining operations and diminished ability of the post-mining lands to sequester carbon. The paper estimates that between 11 and 48 million tons of carbon that is currently fixed into the peat will be freed, and Ars Technica equates this to 7 years of emissions from the mining operations. Is that like 7 years of bad luck for breaking a mirror? Anyway, a study in the journal Psychological Science finds that perception is everything when it comes to golf. By changing the perceived size of a golf hole to make it appear smaller or larger, they changed the performance of golfers accordingly. The Tennessee Senate passed a bill that protects teachers from being punished for, quote, helping students to understand, analyze, critique, and review in an objective manner the scientific strengths and weaknesses of existing scientific theories. The American Association for the Advancement of Science, National Center for Science Education, and the American Civil Liberties Union opposed the bill, saying it is an indirect way to allow the teaching of creationism or intelligent design in the classroom. Trees do more than create oxygen for us to breathe. According to a paper out of Queensland University of Technology, they also act as pumps